Hello everyone. To connect your TradingView account as a leader account, you will proceed to the Connection tab. Then click on Add Connection and specifically select TradingView. You are going to find three distinct sections here. The first one will be your webhook. So this section is critical. It's the most important because it holds your account's unique URL. Here you have a short tutorial which is the equivalent of this video. And here you have the message that will serve as the informational payload for Thor, containing all the necessary details and data. So first and foremost, you will copy your unique webhook URL and then proceed directly to TradingView. Here I'll be selecting the NASDAQ as the symbol. It's important to note for this video that I'm still using the delayed NASDAQ feed. You can see here that it's delayed by 10 minutes. So obviously in terms of P&L and the chart itself, it won't necessarily match the follower account, which is a live account. So to activate the synchronization option with TradingView, I could use a strategy, which I won't be doing in this demonstration, but an automated strategy is certainly an option you might consider employing. Instead, I'm going to add a manual alert, so right-click, Add Alert, and in the options regarding notifications, I'll click on that and either disable it or not, the in-app notification, since it doesn't interest me. However, I will enable webhook URLs. And here I'm just going to copy and paste, there, my webhook. Just like that. Then click apply. There. And then for the message, I'm going to, head back into Thor. And here there are a few things to mention. The first is that if you have an automated strategy, Thor will be able, as you can see, to take the quantity and especially the action, so buy or sell, defined by your strategy. That's exactly what this short text is for. There you have it. Strategy.order.contract simply represents the dynamic quantity which your strategy is programmed to define. If you're following my lead and have a manual alert set up, then you'll simply click this small button right here. You'll notice the message transforms slightly to display a predetermined static action, along with a consistently static quantity. One more thing to note is that if you've previously utilized another trade copier with a TradingView connection feature, such as Pine Connector, Trader's Post, Pick My Trade, or Copygram, Thor inherently supports all message formats from these specific copiers in addition. To what we call the universal format, which is the most common and simplest. But there you have it. You can observe that there are distinctions in the formats, even though the actual data in this specific instance remains precisely the same. So there. I'm going to choose the universal format, the simplest one, really. I'll copy my message, there, and I'll come and paste it here. Regarding the alert name, I can either leave it empty or simply enter a name such as test. I'm going to click apply. So what exactly happens if I click apply? This is still very important to emphasize. So if I click apply now, each and every time the alert is triggered, Thor will proceed to purchase. NASDAQ, since the action is set to buy on the ticker, which is precisely the NASDAQ, with a quantity of 1 unit. Thus, a mini NASDAQ will be bought each time this alert triggers. That's what this message means. If I wanted 2 minis, I'd put 2. If I wanted to sell each time, I'd input sell, and so forth. So I'll just leave all of that as default. Click apply. For the condition, you can set it to each time, once, etc. Same for the alert's trigger conditions. All of this is, well, it's your strategy. It has nothing at all to do with Thor. However, it's worth noting, you might have noticed this if you've attempted to follow along with this tutorial, but webhook notifications are exclusively available with paid TradingView plans. There you go. So TradingView, how should I put it, offers a 1-month free trial for the plans in question. However, it still costs a bit of money, roughly 20 euros per month. Therefore, this cost must be taken into account, a fact which I assume you have already considered, especially given your expressed interest in this specific native integration. So I'll click create. Okay, there's my alert. So that's all good on the TradingView side, no problem, we don't change anything. On the Thor side, however, I'm going to click this button to add my TradingView webhook. There. So now you can see a connection has appeared with the name TradingView. And I still have my Tradevate Thor Test 39 connection, which is going to serve as my follower account in this instance. Okay? So something really important to mention is that obviously Tradevate is already integrated with TradingView. But here, TradingView could easily be swapped out for any of these other brokers. Okay? That's the real advantage of this integration. It's compatible with all your brokers, supporting multi-broker and multi-symbol functionalities, and much more. All of this is extremely, well, universal. So there, I've just clicked my save button. So now, I'll click my accounts list and add an account. And here you can observe that I possess both my TradingView demo account along with my TradingView account. So you can see that I can add this account as a leader, obviously, but I can't add it as a follower. It just doesn't quite work because obviously we're not dealing with a genuine integration here. It's simply a matter of data transmission. So the TradingView account cannot be a follower. That's not its purpose. So I'll set TradingView as the leader, TradingView as the follower, and then save. Save. Now, there are a few things to clarify. Firstly, depending on the specific symbol you intend to trade, you might find it necessary to access this symbol editing button. Okay? For instance, if you're trading an exotic symbol, like certain stocks or something similar, it will likely be, or bonds, foreign exchange, anything like that. That's not typically included in the basic mapping. It is extremely important for you to take into consideration that if the symbol isn't listed here in this left column, then it will simply not be copied. The left column is for your TradingView symbols, and the right one is for TradingView, so the follower. So if I wanted to add, say, the euro dollar, I'd just do this, add mapping. I'd type 6E at, which is the euro dollar, and exactly the same on the right side. And then I click save, and my euro dollar would be saved again. Now that that's done and you've verified your mapping, you are all set. We'll just go here into positions. Okay? Okay, in this synchronized view, I still have my alert, TradingView on the right. I'll just try to simulate the price hitting the alert. So I'm placing it roughly like this. And there you have it, you saw it. So quickly, I'll move it one more time, but the alert was indeed executed. We witnessed the alert being generated on TradingView, and almost immediately afterward, a buy order was placed on TradingView, and the trade copying is now fully functional. If you go back into Thor at this point, you'll see several things. You have, well, your TradingView account that has entered a long position, and your TradingView account, which has followed. Now here, you might notice one thing, which is the P&L is completely inconsistent. You see $1,000 on TradingView while you only have 75 on, or even 5 on TradingView. It's simply because, as I mentioned here, I'm experiencing a delay. So my market data is delayed, and naturally Thor compares it to the real prices, which are 10 minutes ahead. That's why here, despite the fact that I entered at what is potentially a very good price, we looked at the price, I entered at 29,720 on TradingView, when in reality the price was already at 29,740. So 20 points higher on the mini NASDAQ, that makes a difference. So that was regarding the buy order. I can also proceed to test setting up a sell alert. So for that, nothing could be simpler. I'm just going to copy my alert. Alright, I'm going to recreate another alert that is precisely the same as the previous one, but this particular alert will involve a sell action. There, sell one. I'll check that my webhook is still the same. There we go, great. And then I'll simply create it, there. And so now, let's imagine that I'm simulating the alert being triggered. It's always a bit complicated to simulate, since alerts sometimes fail to trigger correctly. Pop. You see, it triggered, and there, my order was sold very quickly. In the video, you'll clearly see the synchronization is almost instantaneous. And then, if I go back into Thor, well, you can see that the trade has been closed. There we have it then. The correct entries and exits are all set. Anyway, that's it for this TradingView to Thor integration. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in new videos. See ya!